I had every right to stand there, Catholic schoolboy at the center of Lincoln Memorial clash. The MAGA hat-wearing Catholic high school student who stared down a Native American war veteran during a demonstration at the Lincoln Memorial has said he does not believe he was disrespectful but that he wishes he would have walked away in an upcoming interview, his first since the confrontation. Nick Sandmann and his family have been the target of death threats after a video of him and a group of his Covington Catholic classmates sparked outrage on social media by appearing to mock 64-year-old Nathan Phillips. Sandmann sat down with NBC News' Savannah Guthrie for an interview airing on Wednesday morning, during which the Today host asked him whether he thinks he owes anyone an apology. As far as standing there, I had every right to do so, Sandmann said. My position is that I was not disrespectful to Mr. Phillips. I'd like to talk to him. He added, in hindsight I wish we could have walked away and avoided the whole thing. Nick Sandmann, the MAGA hat-wearing Catholic high school student who stared down a Native American war veteran during a demonstration at the Lincoln Memorial on Friday has said he does not believe he was disrespectful but that he wishes he would have walked away. Sandmann sat down with NBC News' Savannah Guthrie in an interview airing Wednesday morning. When asked whether he thinks he owes anyone an apology, Sandmann said, as far as standing there, I had every right to do so. The students were attending an anti-abortion rally. The photo above of Sandmann standing face-to-face with 64-year-old Nathan Phillips in front of the Lincoln Memorial on Friday sparked a social media firestorm as many accused the boy and his friends of mocking the Native American demonstrator. Sandmann told NBC, "My position is that I was not disrespectful to Mr. Phillips. I'd like to talk to him." Sandmann's school in Park Hills, Kentucky, closed its doors on Tuesday amid safety fears, Covington Catholic High School principal Robert Rowe announced to parents on Monday night. After meeting with local authorities, we have made the decision to cancel school and be closed on Tuesday, January 22, in order to ensure the safety of our students, faculty and staff. All activities on campus will be cancelled for the entire day and evening. Students, parents, faculty and staff are not to be on campus for any reason. Please continue to keep the Covington Catholic community in your prayers, the letter said. The school deleted its website, its Facebook page and disconnected its phone number over the weekend. Fees there can run up to $9,000 a year. On Tuesday morning, President Donald Trump doubled down on his support of the children with another tweet where he labeled them symbols of fake news. Nick Sandmann and the students of Covington have become symbols of fake news and how evil it can be. They have captivated the attention of the world, and I know they will use it for the good, maybe even to bring people together. It started off unpleasant, but can end in a dream," he said. Sandmann released a lengthy statement denying that he and his friends were racist over the weekend. His family has hired the PR firm Run Switch to help them cope with the attention. He already issued a lengthy statement to CNN insisting he and his friends had done no wrong. A longer video has since emerged showing the teens in a standoff against members of a group, calling itself the Black Hebrew Israelites, in the lead-up to the altercation with the Native American. All three groups were in D.C. for various protests. The students attended a rally to end abortion. The Israelites were protesting centuries of oppression, and Native Americans marching to end injustice for indigenous peoples across the globe. The Israelites were filmed taunting everyone on the mall that day, calling the Native Americans who had gathered there for the indigenous people's march Uncle Tomahawks and a pastor fee $5 Indians, and the high school students crackers and worse. Trump himself weighed in with a tweet on Monday night as some reports questioned whether the early criticism of the students was warranted. Looking like Nick Sandmann and Covington Catholic students were treated unfairly, with early judgments proving out to be false, smeared by media. Not good, but making big comeback. Trump tweeted, in part. The president's son, Don Jr., also weighed in, claiming that the media targeted Sandmann and his classmates because they were white and wearing MAGA hats. The media want a bunch of nice Catholic kids, who happen to be white. They want them to be the enemy, Don Jr. said on Fox News. I would caution everyone passing judgment based on a few seconds of video to watch the longer video clips that are on the internet, as they show a much different story than is being portrayed by people with agendas, Sandmann, a junior, said in a statement released late Sunday. Sandmann's statement does seem at odds with some video from the confrontation that showed students from his school laughing at Phillips' Native American group and mockingly singing along with him, as well as interviews with Phillips, who said he heard the students shout "Build that wall" and "Go back to the reservation." The fullest view of what happened that Friday afternoon came from a nearly 2-hour video posted on Facebook by Sharyakat@Spanabian. It showed members of his Black Hebrew Israelite group repeatedly interacting with the crowd as people from the indigenous peoples marched, and the high school students vigorously argued with them for a few minutes. Sandmann said in his statement the students from his all-male high school were waiting for their buses near Benjamin's group when the latter started to taunt them. They first labeled the teens a bunch of child-molesting FTS because they were part of the Catholic Church, and then said they all had the faces of school shooters and were crackers and peckerwoods, two derogatory terms that historically have been used against poor, rural white people. The Israelites, among their musings, defended Bill Cosby, claiming he was judged unfairly by the white judicial system for drugging and sexually assaulting women. The students, for the most part, did not respond to their taunts aggressively, but one screamed "Hell yeah!" when one from the Israelites group said that their education had been paid for by the bloodshed of slavery. One of the students was filmed taking off his shirt, and the teens started to do a haka, a war dance of New Zealand's indigenous Maori culture, made famous by the country's national rugby team. Phillips, an elder of the Omaha tribe, and Marcus Frijo, a member of the Pawnee and Seminole tribes, said they felt the students were mocking the dance and walked over to intervene. Phillips and Sandmann locked eyes with their faces inches apart, and both men have said their goal was simply to make sure things didn't get out of hand. The incident went viral and divided the internet. Some said the students had done nothing wrong and that Phillips approached them eager to provoke them. Others maintained they were mocking the man, who has said he served in the Vietnam War for his Native American heritage. The high schoolers, who were in Washington, D.C. to attend an anti-abortion protest, said they felt they were unfairly portrayed as villains in a situation where they say they were not the provocateurs. "I am being called every name in the book, including a racist, and I will not stand for this mob-like character assassination," Sandman said in his statement. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Covington apologized for the incident, promising an investigation that could lead to punishment up to expulsion if any wrongdoing by the students was determined. "We condemn the actions of the Covington Catholic High School students towards Nathan Phillips specifically, and Native Americans in general. We extend our deepest apologies to Mr. Phillips," they said in a statement. Meanwhile, the school has also now been called out for allowing students to wear blackface at pep rallies over the last decade. In a video posted on YouTube, there are several images of students attending Braveheart marches, dressed in hunting clothes and at various other themed parties. Among them are photos and video from a 2011 event called Blackout, where at least one student painted his upper body with black paint. At a separate event in 2012, 2 students were covered in black paint. In one shocking image, students wearing blackface openly goad a black player from an opposing team during a basketball game.